Hey guys, it's Coach and Mrs. Coach. We're back for another episode, and today we're going to be showing you some more footage from our Airbnb that we stayed at in April of 2023. I know that some of you may have tuned in because we told you in the last video that we had a great video coming up showing all of the world-class sunsets in Mazatlan, and you don't want to miss that, but that one's not quite ready yet. And I'd like to offer you a brief explanation as to why that's the case. Because.
Really? That's not an explanation.
Because is not an explanation.
No.
So you're saying I should tell them maybe a slightly longer explanation?
Yeah.
So I would like to offer you a slightly longer explanation. Because I said so. All right, we are back, and Ms. Coach actually convinced me during those intro credits there that I should probably give you an actual real explanation. But because I said so, like, you've heard that before, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're parents.
I hear it every day.
So if you've ever had parents, and all of us have, I assume, you've heard because I said so at some point or another in your life. And I guarantee if you've had children,
You said it.
you have said because I said so. So I thought that was appropriate because most of the people watching this video are probably young enough to be our children. However, in any case,
Speak for yourself.
Right, Ms. Coach is stuck on 29. Anyway, really, I wanted to get that sunset video out. The truth of the matter is that we both work for a living, and there's a lot of video to edit there, or photos, and they're on my phone, her phone, and on the GoPro, and I didn't want to try to slap it together quickly. I think that those sunsets are so impressive.
They deserve
a good
the
video.
time.
So, last video, we talked a little bit about our Airbnb, or actually the trip from the airport to the Airbnb, and the video before that, the last full-length video, we shot it from the Airbnb and showed the facility. And when I was going through the footage, I realized I had this other video that I'd shot on the first Sunday morning that we were there, the first morning that we woke up in Mazatlan. So we wanted to play that for you guys. Now, if you've watched some of those videos, a little bit of this will be repetitive, but not much. And there'll be a lot of new information, a lot of good information, and some beautiful scenery.
Yes.
So here we go. It's a Sunday morning here in Mazatlan, and it's kind of dead, quite frankly. Not much going on. It's about 10 o'clock local time. Beautiful scenery, very, very pleasant ocean breeze coming in. It feels amazing up here on the balcony. We are on the fourth floor, and but the lobby actually doesn't count as one of those floors, so technically we are on the fifth floor. And you can see over to the right side of this building there's an empty lot with some graffiti. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of graffiti, by the way, in Mazatlan. Looks like they're cleaning this off to build something here. There's a lot of construction going on in this town. This town is growing. Looks like it's growing at a pretty rapid rate from what we understand. We'd love to maybe come back here at some point, and it'd be kind of cool if it remained sort of undiscovered, to be honest with you. Over to our left is another condo building. Where we're staying is not an all-inclusive. This is just residential condos. And if you're a guest, I don't know if you can see that, there's a, we're staying at a place called Camino If you're a guest, you've got to have that wristband on just to be let into the building. You've got to have a key card to get into the building. The parking garage is secured by a gate and security. There's a plaza, like a mall, behind us, and that also requires a key card to gain entry. Nobody can just walk in off the street. In addition, when you get on the elevator, if you are a resident here, it's got facial recognition, and you can only take the elevator car to the floor that your residence is on, or to any of the other floors that are open to everyone, that's got, you know, public access. But as far as where the living units are, you have a key card that you basically hold up to the screen, and it picks it up, and then you can push either any of the floors that have full public access, like they have a library here. We'll take you on a tour of that later. But you can't say you're staying on the 4th floor like we are. You can't just say, hey, I want to go to the 5th floor and look around. You can't do that. The key card only gives you access to the floor that you're staying on, and no other than just public access. So it's really locked down. There's a lot of staff walking around. As you can see, down here we've got a couple of guys in white shirts. I don't know if you can see them now. There's one over here kind of near the wall. And basically they were out here a little earlier scrubbing all the handrails, sweeping, just making this place is spotless on the inside and the outside. It's just really nice. It's close to everything. We just walked down the street just a few hundred yards. I had breakfast this morning, and it was fantastic. There's tons of restaurants just within a very short walk. We've got convenience stores. Picked up 2 5-liter bottles of water today, which is the equivalent of I think about 2.5 gallons, 2.6 gallons, from a convenience store, keep in mind, which is not going to be the cheapest price by any stretch. Ms. Coach picked up a pack of Kleenex, and then also I picked up a big bottle of Gatorade, and the total price for that was about $5 US for all of that. And there's no way you're buying a 5-liter bottle of water in the United States. Just that one bottle would cost you $5 or more at a convenience store. So we had a great breakfast this morning. Spent the equivalent of about 13 bucks. And even with tip, I gave 100 peso tip, which is the approximate $5. Took it to 18 bucks, and the guy's eyes just lit up when I gave him 100 peso tip for a 260 peso breakfast. So again, about $13 roughly for breakfast, $5 tip. And tipped our taxi driver yesterday a little over 100 pesos. I think it was 120 pesos I gave him, which is about $6. He brought us from the airport. Should have been a drive that took about 40 minutes, and I swear I think he got us here in like 25. And if I had to run the last leg of the Amazing Race, I would want that guy driving me. I got to be honest with you. He was making his own lanes. He would drive on the shoulder. Where there were 2 lanes, he made a 3rd. It was insane. I was both terrified and exhilarated at the same time. It was just absolutely fantastic. We had it was worth the tip, and about the 20 bucks, 25 bucks I think that we ended up paying for the taxi service. By the way, if you fly into Mazatlan, there's a actual desk. I'll try to show you when we depart, and you'd want to get your taxi from there. You prepay it, and then they have a line of taxis lined up, and you just show your ticket that you've already paid. Then I guess tipping really is optional, but he didn't really help with the bags other than put them in the trunk and pull them out for us when we got there. But We came down here, we're in their country, we're going to be nice to people, we're going to be generous, and we're going to tip. So anyway, the guy was incredible. He gave us that taxi drive is something I'll never forget. If we live to be 100, I'll always remember that ride. It was phenomenal, and I'm just honestly grateful to have arrived alive. But going back to the airport just for a moment, there will be people that will approach you when you first get off the plane and ask you if you need a taxi. Those are not the people that you want to get your taxi from. Those are typically for timeshares, and we do not want to talk to anyone about a timeshare. They'll offer you a free taxi ride, but then you've got to attend their presentation. So we just politely opted not to talk to those folks, walked past them, went right to the desk, paid the, I think it was 480 pesos, which is 25 bucks. And then, like I said, we tipped the guy as well. We didn't have to do that, but I just felt like it was the right thing to do. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of show you what it's like out here on a Sunday morning. You can see we've got some boat action going on. A few folks out on the beach, but really not a lot. And we'll take you on a tour of the actual facility, get down on the beach, and take a walk on the beach a little later with you guys as well. All right, so that does it for this episode. We would ask you to please like this video if you got any good information out of it. Please subscribe to our channel. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss anything that we post going forward. In our next video, we are going to talk a little bit about how the media has a little bit of a false narrative about Mexico, and some of the things that they report, in my opinion, are simply not true at all.
It's not. I mean, I've seen a lot of things on TV and on the news. It's not what you're thinking, guys. Trust me.
So anyway, stay tuned for that, and we will see you next time on Coach Treks. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye.
I would like to offer you a brief explanation. I lied. I would like to offer you a brief explanation. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, God.
I would like to offer you a brief explanation. Yeah, I got nothing. Nothing. I would like to offer you a brief explanation. I've been a very, very bad boy. Would you hold it together over there? I would like to offer you a very brief explanation. I had no idea what my mouth just did right then. I heard something that I didn't say, or I said something I have no idea.
Keep it together.
I would like to offer you a very brief explanation. Stop it. Just stop it.
That's your brief explanation. It's just stop it. Stop it.
I would like to offer you a very brief explanation. Do you see what I'm working with? That should explain everything. I would like to offer you a very brief explanation. I am so tired.
That's the truth.
That's all I got.
Okay.